Hey, what's up, YouTube Nation? 10Dog92 signing back on for another video. This one's not not a diecast. This is just me talking. Um, I actually haven't done. This is considered a race review and just some general NASCAR talking. After this past weekend of the running of the 62nd annual Daytona 500. I myself have not done a race review video or anything like this in a while. I haven't done one since, I don't know, summer or spring of 2019, because I stopped doing them because I saw the amount of people watching it was not that many, so I just didn't bother doing. I just stopped and didn't bother doing the race reviews anymore. But this, I'm doing a video on this for a couple reasons, just because it's the beginning of the season, and give it another try. But two things: I want to congratulate one of my favorite drivers in the Cup Series and my top guy in my order that I have, Denny Hamlin, on winning his third Daytona 500. His 38th win overall in the Cup Series. His second, it's now his back-to-back Daytona 500 wins. 3 wins in the 500 in the past 5 years. And nobody has won back-to-back 500s since the late 90s when Sterling Marlin did it last. So there's that. Congratulations on that. And it's also the second closest Daytona 500 in history. Both have been won by Denny Hamlin. On another note, and a more serious note, sorry if I'm not looking at you guys. I'm playing my NASCAR game, actually. So I'm going to try and multitask. On a more serious note, I want to wish Ryan Newman a speedy recovery, and I just saw that he was released from the Halifax Medical Center down there in Daytona Beach today. So that is great news. I saw 2 pictures after I got home from work today here, and the first one, he was still in the hospital, and his daughters were both by him, so that was a great sign. He was up walking and stuff, and like I said, he was released from the hospital and is going home to Charlotte area. So, with that being said, I wish him a speedy recovery. And I have to say, guys, I have not seen, like, I've seen a ton of wrecks being a NASCAR fan, you know. I've seen a ton of wrecks. A few come to mind. One of them was with Austin Dillon back in... I cannot stand Austin Dillon, but I don't wish anybody these types of wrecks. And if you're watching racing just for the wrecks, I'm sorry, but you have to stop watching, because that's just not right. I myself have gone crazy at times, or I do go crazy at times, wishing, or I get excited because I'm so into the sport, and I get excited if somebody I don't like crashes. But I don't wish horrible wrecks like what happened on Monday to Ryan, to anybody. Now, what was I going to say? I don't know who's going to fill in for Newman. I don't think he's going to be racing for a while. With him up and walking, that is a great sign. I honestly thought he would be in a neck brace, in the hospital for a few more days or whatever. I thought it was going to be pretty bad, and it probably is bad, but his condition, they just haven't released what his injuries were, which is just privacy of the family and himself, you know, at this time. But we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll pull Kyle Busch from 2015, come back, win a couple races, make it into the playoff end of the season, and I don't know, but if I was him, I would think about the rest of my career. He's not a young driver, and just enjoy life with his family and stuff, you know. But like I said, I'm very glad to see that he's okay. Like I said, I've seen a lot of bad wrecks. That Austin Dillon one at Daytona was bad. The Kyle Larson one, I don't know if you guys remember, with Kyle Larson, he was in the 32 Xfinity car back in, oh God, was that 2013 or something? So he crashed and he flew into his car hit the catch fence, and the whole front, I remember the whole front of the car was off. And that was at the time when I didn't root for Kyle Larson. Well, he wasn't in my driver lineup, I should say. But, yeah. So those are a few that I remember being really bad in recent years. But this one is definitely up there at number one in the past 10 years or so. So just a hats off to NASCAR with all their safety improvements over the past 19 years, ever since Dale Sr.'s passing. Unfortunately, it took something to that magnitude for NASCAR to improve for the modern era and the era that we're in now, because a lot of people have been able to walk away from a lot of crazy stuff and just be like, all right, I'm going to go race in a couple weeks or a month or two. Look at Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, I cannot stand the guy, but he did a crazy comeback nonetheless. And, yeah. Anyway, this weekend, they're off to Vegas to do the West Coast Swing. Debating if I'll do a race review, see how the race goes. Maybe I will. But, the 500 was just wacky, because the first 20 laps were run on Sunday, obviously, and then it rained. There was just a lot of similarities to last year's carnage of wreckage from last year, which is, it's crazy. But, anyway, guys, I just wanted to hop on here, like I said, and do a race review. It definitely wasn't, the finish was, like, the photo finish, I'll give it that. The photo finish, that was a good part. But, other than that, no, it was not the race of the year. On levels of history book with Denny winning and everything, yeah, obviously. Because you look back and nobody's done that in recent years with the stuff he's been accomplishing at Daytona and stuff like that. So, anyway, guys, just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys, and hope you enjoy this video. I should have a 1/24 scale diecast coming up next month, I'm hoping. And I'll put a review on that. And peace, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video.